Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. Um, oh, okay. Jeff is in traffic and he's on his way, but is running a bit late. So we just have to wait. Sometimes those things happen. So, anyway, I wanted to start right on time and let you know um, uh, that we'll be doing some readings, of course, this evening. And I've got it in the, yeah, there you go. It's hashtag read, and you will be put in the queue to see whether or not you won a reading for tonight. It's just if things get really crazy, this is what we have to do. So if there's a lot of people waiting. And so if you do that, we will be doing random drawings. And once your name comes up, if you wouldn't please mind just putting in "I'm here" and your question. So if you have a specific question, of course, there you go. Have a chance. So thanks, everybody. Hello, everybody. I want to say hi to S.R. Kish and Terry Mullins. Thank you, Terry, for being a new member. And KL Starlight. And hello, Play Love Remember. It's nice to see you. And Sonia Claiborne, Marby. Hi, Kelly. Are you busy, Kelly? Are you busy? Doing all kinds of stuff? It's good to see you here, honey. And let's see. Wish Light Keeper, Red Dragon. Hi, Kim. Lacey Gray, Liza Bassett. It's so wonderful to see you. We had a chat on the show I was on earlier, and we were saying how we weren't going to take a real long time anymore to call everybody's name, although a lot of people like it. So I'm going to balance it out, and that's the way I like doing it. That way you feel seen, and yet at the same time you're not waiting for the show to really start. So I appreciate all of you being here. And as I mentioned earlier, for those who came in after I mentioned it, Jeff's stuck in traffic. So thank you. It's wonderful to be here. I'm glad to be here. Hi, Denise Fletcher. It's nice to see you too. Yeah, so I got all my cards lined up. And, we'll do a few readings. Haven't been on for a while with Jeff. Gosh, it's been probably over a month. And you're going to pull your laundry in off. Oh, that laundry smells so good when it's out on the lines, Eliza. Yeah. Hi, Anya. Nice to see you too. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just making my way through school. And today I had final papers in one of my classes, and those are all graded and the grades are in. So I don't have to worry about that. And all the long papers in my other two classes are already graded, and I'm just waiting for comments, and Sunday that class ends. So yeah, it will be just nice to I have about 3 weeks where I don't have to do any school. And I will on September 1st. But anyway, you missed the clothesline. I do too. Sometimes I have a big metal fence out front, so sometimes I'll take the blankets or the quilts and stuff and put those across the fence. And then I love the smell at night. They smell so good being in fresh air. Yeah. You got your store open today. How about a reading about my new star? Store, Motivated Shopping. Oh, that's the name of it? Motivational Shopping? All right. I guess I could do that till Jeff gets here. We'll be doing the hashtag read for all of you who are not aware of that. And we'll put you in the queue for readings if you want one. Just let me know that you're here. Sometimes people step away to go to the bathroom or something and you get called. We try to let you know more than once if you're in the queue. All right. Hello, Garnet. Oh, thank you, Anya. That's so nice of you. Oh, my. So, yeah. So, members meeting tomorrow for those of you who are members. And it's at 12 noon Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern. Anyway, yeah. All right. You only had a washer. You hung out the clothes on the line. Oh, I remember so well in the wintertime, my mother would go out and she had one of those, she had a clothesline that had like a wooden thing. You push up the clothesline like this so that if you had sheets and stuff that would be high enough and not dragging, on the ground. And the wind would come and knock that over, and she had to wash them all over again. She never swore, but she was really mad. Hi, Tamitha. Good, good, good. I hope you enjoy. That's wonderful. Hi, Butterfly Readings. How's your meeting going? I'm so excited for you. I hope it's going well. You meet up with the girls. Wish I could be there. Are you going to be, let us know too, Linda, if you're going to be doing a show or something, and so we can catch it. Yeah. Hi, CC Angel. All right. So while we're waiting for Jeff, who is on his way but is hung up in traffic, and if anybody knows anything about Massachusetts, this could be a while. So we'll have to see how it goes. I remember driving from, it was only 40 miles to go to work, but it was usually bumper to bumper traffic. And it was, some days took me 2 hours, but Seattle's the same way. Seattle's exactly. That's why I'm glad that I don't really have to go anywhere. Oh God, that saves my life. So, all right. So Denise Fletcher has a new store that's open today. I'm just doing this, throwing this for you, Denise, before we do the show with Jeff. And I'll tell you and I don't use tarot, but I like the Osho tarot deck. It's called Osho Zen Tarot. And actually I got a real cheap version of it from one of those Chinese companies. But one of my favorite mystics, I guess, and he had a really bad reputation in a lot of ways, was a guy named Osho who had a community in Oregon. And he was kind of a strange person. But he had all these things that he talked about all the time, and they were very, very wise and very, very fabulous. And so I ended up reading a lot of the books that he had, and then I think on Netflix there was a story about him, and he's kind of his real name was like Banji Ragu, he's passed. But he had a whole fleet of Rolls Royces. Unreal. Anyway, so Denise, for you and your store, I'm getting, at first there might be some silence, as with any new adventure. You might be sitting and waiting and hoping and saying, I hope this thing takes off. So there might be some silence coming in. But they're asking you, and you know about this because you know about Buddhism, to step into no thingness or nothingness. And even though it's black, it's not a negative card. It's no expectations. And so whatever happens is the way it was divinely ordained. So I think that probably has something really, really good to say at the beginning of any new venture. And I love this one. It looks like a cloud, but it says going with the flow. And I know you do that, Denise. You go with the flow. And I know that, your Buddhist teacher has taught you all of these things throughout your time. There's something that you might want to put into that store, but you might have to postpone it. And I don't know what it is. I did read something rather disturbing yesterday on Facebook. Any of you who know Michelle, who does astrology, she moved to Mexico at the beginning of the year or the end of last year. And they're living in Mexico. And she wanted to send a letter to the United States. And she went in and they demanded that she pay a very huge tariff on the letter. And they had to take her social security number down and all. So, we're seeing it from other areas that are, because they're not happy with what's going on here. So I don't know if maybe if you have somebody out of the country that needs something from your store, I don't know how that works, or if you're just selling right now to people in the United States. But a lot of really dramatic things are happening behind the scenes. Marina and I are going to probably talk about it tonight on Story in the Cards. But it's just be aware. I think that's what it is. Be aware. You might have to postpone it. Ellen, no mail between Thailand and US because of the tariffs. Oh, the UK are doing the same thing. You were shocked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it will be if it's meant to be. That's right. And I know you know that, Denise, but it looks really good. It's just going to take some time to come up. And I think, hi, Sharon. And I know Tamitha. Michelle is wonderful. She really is. Hi, Julianne. 999 show. Yes, I do live in Seattle. You used to live on Capitol Hill? Oh, well, I'm not in Seattle. I am in the Covington, Kent area, but I say I'm in Seattle because you know how that goes. Capitol Hill's are wonderful. My daughter used to love going to Molly Moo's and getting ice creams there. She also worked there as a therapist up in that area, but now lives in Bellevue, but not in the snooty area, in rather the cheap area. Oh, Jeff, you need a link? All right, honey. I thought didn't I send it to you? Okay, it's all right. Let me get it. Oops, maybe you found it.
Yeah, I found it. Oh my God, what a hellish day. And I didn't see that we scheduled it for 7 and not 7:30. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh my God.
I know all about traffic in Massachusetts.
Oh.
Yeah, Jeff lives in Massachusetts. Yes, he does.
So I got a new deck that came today at the Lena Rodriguez's deck is in here. I'm going to unbundle it now and kind of kiss it and give it my baptismal whatever.
So UK is now rolling out AI face recognition. Wow, we were just talking about the fact that Michelle that moved to Mexico, Astrological Tarot, she tried to send a letter to the United States from Mexico, and they're tariffing the letter. Yeah.
That's insane, and that's disturbing.
And they took her social security number down, too. Yeah. Yep.
That's disturbing.
It is disturbing. You're right. Yep. And I don't blame other countries. I don't blame other countries, though, for fighting back. I mean.
And she might want to get out of Mexico in case he decides to bomb it. You know what I mean? There's no place in the world he doesn't want to bomb. We're talking about Venezuela now. And
yeah, I know. Is he sending troops there or something? I heard he was going to send troops there.
Yeah.
For Maduro? Is that what it? Oh, God.
And he just wants the oil. He doesn't want the regime change. He wants the oil. I'm sure
He's
of it.
Such a greedy MFR.
We don't go to Congress anymore to approve wars, and this is just okay. We've got a bevy of people that don't call him out, or something else.
I'm loving Gavin Newsom, though, on his Raptor and stuff. But everybody needs to do that. Every single Democrat needs to do that. They really do. Show the insanity. Oh, okay, Garnet. Wow, that's kind of creepy, but I understand. I totally.
Peter Thiel has his hands over there too. He's got his fingers in the
Yeah.
Oh. Was I in Worcester around 1984? No. Nope.
Okay. No. Mount Rainier was getting active, and I was hearing they were having 250 earthquakes a day, but I haven't heard any more. Right now, we got our own personal earthquake with the Justice Department, who is coming in and saying Washington State is doing illegal things, and they're going to come in and arrest everyone.
I feel like Bob Ferguson will be taken.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're all standing up to him. They're all saying, bring it on, bring it on. Yeah. You will use the new deck must have not shipped from overseas. Oh, that's cool. 999. Oh, the One World Tarot. You know that
this was Denise Fletcher's ideas, and I had to have it on the facade.
Sienna that helped her, she lives in Canada. Yeah. I've had her on the show before. Sienna. Yeah. Oh, that's very true, KL. Most likely to stop people from sending money to their families. Yes.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, thank you so very much. They catch you by your
gate. Does he mean gate?
Oh my God.
That's after.
Well, all they'll have to do for me is they can get me by my internal staples. They just take an X-ray of me and I'll be lit up. Oh God. Yeah, any attention from Epstein. That's absolutely true. Well, that's great, Jeff. I'm going to go ahead and I'm using the giveaway tool. So anybody that came in, please put in #read. When your name is called, please say you're here. We don't read if you're not here. And tell us what question you might have. Okay? That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, yeah. I don't blame you, Kale. I brought my passports with me when I traveled within the United States. I didn't know if I'd have to jump countries at any point. So I just brought them with me, but I didn't have any issues. Actually, I went all over the country for 3 weeks in an RV, and I only saw two weird things. The first thing was the Trump Superstore in Tennessee. And the second thing was there was a little town in Mississippi that had a hotel called Trump Inn. So, yeah. Yep. All right, Jules. All right, so let me just go ahead and do this, and we'll get you up and queued, everybody. Thank you so much. Sorry about the delay. And
that's my fault.
It happened. It's all right, Jeff. It's all right. It happens. I have no problem. Anya gets to go tonight. All right. So I'm going to draw 4, and then we'll see what's left after 4. I must be off in about an hour and 15 minutes because I have another date with Marina. But otherwise, we're going to have fun here because I've missed working with Jeff.
Hi, Jules. I miss working with you too.
Yeah. How's work going? All right? Or do you not want to talk about
it? It got busy this past week.
Really?
We had one of those days today that kind of went more busy in the afternoon, and I can feel the vibe of annual enrollment coming, but there was an option to go home early today, but I was at lunch at the time. So when they announced what they call dash, I wasn't getting it in time. I was like 40 minutes off. So I was waitlisted to number 1, and I never got it, so I could never leave early.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I had to work, and then I ended up being there till 5:10. We were in the office today for a meeting.
Yeah, because you're usually home, and so you haven't even had playtime with the boys.
Right? I did actually. I came home for lunch around around 10:30 early, and then I went back in because we went in for 4:00 this morning. So it's been a long day.
You know, I slept from 9:30 till 11:30 last night, and I was up the rest of the night.
I'm not sleeping.
No, I know. I'm not either. Yeah, definitely not.
But I'm functional. I don't know how. Yeah. Barely.
Grooving with the insanity. That's all. All right. Yeah. So we have Anya, we have Sonia, Sharon O'Brien, and Tamitha. And I have Sharon's, and I have Anya's. And Sonia Claiborne, just give me your question, honey. And you too, Tamitha. All right. You having problems, Ellen? Yeah. I don't know what the heck's going on. Well, I kind of do. But hi, Sarah. It's nice to see you. All right. So very good. Thanks for putting in your questions and telling me you're here. And so I'm going to read first for Anya. A general. Well, there's lots of generals in downtown DC. Oh, God. What, he had a diatribe yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, so the grass is really bad, and the grass hasn't been very good
Oh,
for
I saw
50
that. Yeah,
years.
it was so
I know
bizarre, and
everything about grass.
it was really incoherent, like exceptionally incoherent, even for him. Like, I'm just like,
did you hear that he wants to go to heaven? He
yeah,
said that,
and I
yeah,
just want to plug my channel here because about a month ago I did a
yeah,
reading on this,
yeah.
and I had this sense that he was starting to think about this. And I
Okay.
did, you guys. I read on it, and
Okay.
I there was something he said about hell in it, about what he said about worried about going to hell, and he thinks by creating peace he can offset a whole
Right.
lifetime of whatever.
Right.
Of course, when
Right.
you've made 8 or 10 peace steals like he's made, you
Oh,
know.
he's the savior. And pedophile isn't a bad word anymore. You notice that? Yeah.
Pedo. Yeah, it's a good word now. Anytime on YouTube you use it, you can get flagged.
Oh, I didn't know that. Uh-oh. So there is a guy I know named Pedro. So let's hope. Yeah.
You can use
Okay.
like petty and all these
Petty.
other things. Yeah,
Okay.
the variations thereof.
Okay. All right. So, Anya, I pulled 3 cards for you. And the first card is you're feeling some boredom. You're desiring a little bit more excitement in your life. Or maybe you're desiring things to change so you can make some more money, so you can move forward with the goals that you have. And it says, nothing wrong with that. Just put it, and tonight is the new moon. Set your intentions for what you want to happen before the full moon, everybody. You got the whole world here to be able to ask the moon. So write your intentions down and maybe step outside and take a look at the moon, even though it's the new moon. It's not the full moon, but it's a very powerful time. They're saying, please know that you are sharp as a tack, whether you believe it or not. You have good clarity, and you're a very intellectual type of person. So even when we have things that sort of stop us up or hold us up, let's put it that way, it doesn't mean that we don't have that ability. And so they're saying that. And they said, just be patient. It's still going to take a little bit of time, because time on the other side is really hard to discern. And time, it's really hard to figure out when things might happen. Like what Jeff just said, he put it on his channel, what, a month or so ago, and now it's coming in. We might have looked for it within the first weeks or two, but it's always that energy is out there. So thank you.
It's interesting because I don't know if you are a shepherd of any type, but I saw this person, Anja, that is like climbing a mountain and coming down the other side of it, and yet that doesn't feel like enough. I don't know if you're a troubadour or any type of leader of any type, but what they're showing me with the cards here, and I'm not going to go too deep because I'm like not really. The 7 of Swords came in for you, which means this reclaiming of something that was lost, but at the same time too, you're cut by these dreams that you have, or this psychic vision that you have, that you're not entirely recognizing for what it is. And I think this is something that you need to recognize as a gift, because you got the 3 of Cups coming through. I think you're denying some sort of aspect of you because you got hurt in the past of some type of a boundary. So what they're showing me is this opportunity to kind of reignite that motivation you have. And there's this idea of mysticism. And what I was getting is that you can step in and out of portals and step into something better, but you need to be wary of the fact that the energy that's coming in so quickly for you right now, there are so many things going on around you that the most comfortable you're in is when you're inside yourself. And I don't want you to deny the fact that in part, this need, and I don't know if 7 plays a big role for you, but this idea of having plans always is something that I think doesn't suit you well. I think you're a more spontaneous type. So they're telling me for the rest, especially for the rest of the year, with the 6 of Wands that came in, this is energy that is telling me that you have the ability to really step outside yourself and actually be seen for the gifts that you do have. And I don't really always get such positivity, but it is going to be about relearning something or accepting something that might have deceived you before and calling it for what it is, or some sort of identity crisis that you're having now. Mm-hmm. You need to resolve that by accepting that internally you're enough. That's what I get for you.
That's awesome. We all need to do that. We do. We all need to know that we are enough. We are, we're imperfectly perfect for who we are. And yeah. Those of you who just came in, if you're wanting to get in the queue for a reading, would you please put in hashtag read? Yeah, hashtag read. Thank you so much. Yeah. I like that. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Hi, Mary Thornberry.
Mary's here. All right. So the next person we have is Sonia. And what clair does my spirit guide want me to work on? All right.
The first thing that came in, it's funny. There's a French word for lightning that's eclair, Eclair, and it's like, and then it said clair. So what I'm automatically just going to go with is when you get hits through spontaneous things, I don't know if it's clairsentience, but they're telling me that's what you have. Mm-hmm. But I just want to read a little bit from the cards and see if I can get a little bit more.
Now, when you mentioned eclair, you know what I think that is. It's a delicious pastry.
I love eclairs. You can tell, yeah.
I love it.
I've been indulging in so much sugar lately because I just felt like there's no point anymore.
Well, now
you know what I mean.
Young guy.
That's a bad way to be, but it's so good. Yeah,
I get it. All right. So, Sonia, I love the question. The card I get here is pretty much you can harness any of the things that you're interested in, but there is a type of clair that it's clear cognizance. It's clear knowing.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I got to shut my door. My crazy girl's here. And that's what I have more than anything else is clear cognizance. And it's like I just know something. And I'm beginning to develop some clairvoyance and seeing things, but it just, we can get into every single clair if that's what we want. Look at this. You got success and charge ahead. So they're really wanting you to harness the energies to work on this and then charge ahead into success because you've got this.
Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I'm getting here, but I feel that it's come at a cost at sometimes because I kind of feel like what ends up happening for you is that you have the energy to see through the propaganda and the lies, but the way you get it is not necessarily conventional. Sometimes you've had to be smacked over the head by seeing the corruption of other people, but the corruption always it wouldn't be evident to other people, but you'd see it beforehand. So it's kind of coming back to what Aley said about the clairsentience. The idea here that the King of Pentacles, that reserve that you've had, that you've been sitting on for so long, I hear, was kind of shot down by people who are more mercenary, religious, or something that was considered bad dogma or something that would bring in bad types of karma. And you were told to stifle it. So the more you stifled it, the more it came in, is what I heard, because you got the 6 of Cups, which is this recognition or this nostalgia for the gift I automatically have been given. But yet through the years, it developed more. And it developed more only because you put yourself in the position where you could step outside yourself and step outside of what your family was telling you were just bad memories or bad visions. And then so for me, like what I feel specifically right now with this is that don't wait for the next person to tell you what to think. When you have an idea, go with it, despite what logic or convention might tell you, because that's what this whole inspiration thing is with that gift. And even if people look at you kind of funny or think that you're trying to recapture some element of you that maybe they themselves stole, you're coming into your power now more than you have in a long time. And that's what this is about.
Wow.
Okay, it's about the boundaries, and the hope and fear is that you're going to become untouchable. Someone's afraid of that around you, and someone is I'm hearing secretly envious of you. And then Page of Cups. So this is a really good time for you.
Perfect. I have to say, she says it really is right to the point, and it's true for her what you've said. And I can't tell enough people that this is the way Jeff is. He really nails things. He's amazing. So thanks, Jeff.
The cards don't lie.
Cards don't lie, not you. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. So Sharon just would like a nice general read, please. All right. How have you been, Sharon? I hope you're feeling better. All right. So yeah, I only use one tarot deck that I like. Well, I like Deborah's, but I also love the Osho one. And yes, somebody asked, is it he's from India? Yes, he is. Yes. All right.
Sharon, I saw a ladder for you, and I saw ladders being a metaphor for a lot of things for you. I'm also getting they're telling me Jacob's ladder from the Bible too, or I think it's from the Bible. And they're showing me a beanstalk. I feel like there's only one way for you, and it's up. But I want to hear what this is about.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I have something very similar, Sharon. The first thing is the creator. And they're saying you can create anything you want. You have the fire inside of you. You have the power. And this is very important for you to understand and for you to accept, instead of saying, oh no, I don't know how to do it. Just believe it. When you believe it, and you'll see it. You will have a celebration over this with friends of yours, perhaps, or just yourself. It will be like you've been working on something for such a long time, and you didn't have any idea when it was ever going to come to fruition. Well, there's a celebration coming. So there's that. This celebration brings a rebirth in you, and you're able to step into something new. I have to tell you all that my husband was very ill for 2 years almost. He had a near-death experience. He couldn't get out of bed. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. And all his kids thought he was going to die. So I decided I would take a trip and take him to go visit them. The minute we got into the RV and we started heading down the road, he got better. He's fine now. I mean, he's not perfect, but he had to move the energy.
Bora Bora.
Yeah. Yeah. And so keep fighting the good fight, and trust. Know that you will fly. And that's Jeff said, you can only go up. So there you go.
What I want to add to that is that I don't know necessarily if there's something cosmetic that you did to yourself, or something was done to you that affected something cosmetic about you. And I don't know if it kept you from getting something out of a job, or you felt discriminated against at any point. Because I've got the Queen of Pentacles reverse, which means that it's not quite right. even if like when in the regular Rider-Waite, she's holding it and she's kind of contemplative about it, like it should be enough. It's all there. It was always all there. But you were getting things like the tower reverse. So there was this chronic sense that you weren't enough. And I think what ended up happening was you were sitting in it. You were always right all along. You were always right about what you thought. You were always right about having enough. But the problem became comparisons with others and comparisons to what other people had that made it more difficult to kind of see through the veil, if you will. And then what was standing over you in the subconscious was, people will want to be around me if I just let my more authentic self out. Because what I was picking up was, you are the life of a party when you don't have to choose to be. You are just you. And then so the outer energy was the Page of Wands reverse, which can be like this sort of shit instigator, or someone that has to stir the pot. And that was kind of how you were feeling, because you weren't being valued for what it was you could bring to the table. So there was a period that you went through quite recently, and I'm seeing it still a part of you, where again, boundaries, Queen of Wands, that authority, and that you can step into your power and feel comfortable about it, because that's what you got for the energy of how people see you. And the fear is that, I think more than anything, that you be backstabbed again by the things people say, or the imposition of some of those either cosmetic, or I don't know if you've had weight struggles or anything along those lines, or issues related to body or body dysmorphia. But look, you're great the way you are, but
the world is in your hands.
It was reversed. So what it's telling me is, don't wait anymore, because that would be a delay. Don't wait. And whatever it is that you're trying to do, you can do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
She said she had nothing cosmetic, but it might have been some way you felt about yourself, as he mentioned. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. I was very lucky to be able to meet Tamitha in South Carolina. And we spent about an hour and a half chatting. And she's wonderful. She's wonderful. So Tamitha is trying to deal with her stepbrother, which is a problem. She says, he got me in the should I go stay or should I go? Da, 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 da.
Is that the Clash? Who was that?
Yes, it was the Clash. Yeah. What I really want to know. Yeah. I got the feeling, we talked about her stepbrother when I was there with her, and it's not a good there's some SHIT there, so yeah.
Tamitha, do you always mean to say what you mean, or do you mean to say something else? Because I kind of feel like other people around you might be picking up on it, and they might actually really know what you really mean. But
okay.
let me just look at this and let me see.
So for you, I have yes. Oh, you got something?
Yeah. Six of Cups and family and remembrances. So there's this difference of if this were reversed, I would say it was out and out dementia, Alzheimer's. But I'm kind of feeling like there's a disconnect between what he thinks you were, or what you think you were, versus what really happened. And there's only one truth. And yet, where he's concerned, someone's going to get hurt. And I really am feeling like, because I have to read this as a reversal, someone takes too many gambles, and it's not you. The Queen of Cups, you've been taken for granted by him. And it's weird because you're not related by blood, maybe, but I kind of feel like there's this simpatico, like soul relationship. And yet, by the same token, having this ideal way of wanting to get to the same truth, and yet this sort of dogmatic, you do things my way, I do things yours. In the past, that might have been okay for you, but I think this revisionist, I'm hearing revisionist history. This revisionist history that he has actually put you in danger and put him in danger in some ways that have made it insurmountable to get past. In the subconscious, judgment comes up. Someone doesn't want to see something for what it is. So my answer to your question already is go. And then, like, I'm getting Ace of Cups. This is like the bloodsucker card or the evil vampire card. He's like, and it's getting worse as I go through it. Yeah. King of Cups reverse, manipulative. Not the bridge over troubled waters, more like throw you into a bridge and or throw you under a bridge or throw you under a bus. Knight of Cups reversed. Here we go again. That sort of, it's almost like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, the dilettante or the person that promises you something and never delivers. And everyone is calling him for what they see him. But for some reason, you continually are being enervated by him. And more than anything, it's a manipulation of the power of the relationship you once had. And I feel like there's no coming back from it until you put a stop to it. And someone has to move away from it, and someone has to heal. And I think that's you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That sounds right to me. I have suppression as a first card. So you have been suppressed, and it is a manipulation that's being imposed upon you. And now you're saying that whatever you go through is no big deal. You know, it didn't have anything to do with him or whatever. You are ready for you have already transformed from other things in your own life, and your transformation is still occurring. He's not going to transform. And look at this. Look at adventure. Look out into this reminds me of the card this reminds me of the picture you sent us in the woods of what we thought were cryptids. Yeah. And look at this. Let go. You need to let go. Yeah. Yep. Your mom is the one who wants this. I don't. Oh, she may have to make that determination that either you get rid of, get rid of him or have him leave, or I'm leaving because I can't live like that. Yeah. But of course, it's your decision, sweetheart. But wow, it doesn't sound like good energy around you at all. Yeah. All right. Well, lots of love. Everybody send Tamitha.
I'm sorry. It sounds like an untenable situation, because it was like good in the beginning and it seemed to it wasn't really great, but it got worse.
Yeah.
Worse.
Yeah. I think he knows how to push buttons and, and do those things. All right. So we're picking some more people, and please let us know you're here and what your question is if you're called. Rosie. All right. You're the first one. And then we have Mary. All right, Mary. Denise, I read for Denise already. If you would like to throw a couple of cards about her new shop,
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm going to keep going here. Lacey. And finally, for this poll, Brina. All right. So put in that you're here and your question, if you would. Again, Rosie, Mary Thornberry, Lacey, and Brina. All right. On top of the mold issue. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kiki Law.
Yes, Denise, we know you're. Jeff's going to read for you.
Yeah.
And then we'll go into the others. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. So, you know how like when you're in denial about something, but yet you're no longer in denial about it. I mean, and yet you don't want to make the decision for fear that you're going to bring about more self-inflicted heartache on yourself. I'm kind of feeling like that's what Denise is going through right now. Oh, I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing me an anvil. Yeah. Look at these. So I got the Two of Swords for you, which means you're no longer in denial about something. You're ready to make that decision, but it doesn't make it. It's actually going to heal you. In the end, the energy around you is healing, but it doesn't mean you're not going to go through more heartache as a result, because you kind of want to retreat. You got sitting in the energy of someone that might want to retreat. And it might be part of, because I know this about you, the whole Buddhist thing. It may be something about like, not that Buddhism revels in suffering, but it seems to take suffering maybe more to a meditative level in the sense of how it resonates insofar as how it doesn't have to be masochistic to be healing. Meaning like some people find healing through pain. This is sort of like taking the pain in stride and seeing more of a universality of man to it, because in the past where people might have been more dogmatic around you, or you might have been more dogmatic, like this is the way it should be. It's not that way anymore, because you realize through all the work that time is fleeting and the plans have been made, things are written in stone. You've realized what you can control. God grant me the serenity to know the difference. So you've kind of gone full circle, and it's actually good because you can move in that direction now without being encumbered by feeling like I need to get the better offer because this came in reverse. You can do the psychic healing, and this also can be about the stomach. Sometimes there are things that make your stomach churn still, but you don't internalize them anymore. It's about a reclamation of your own power. Either something was taken from you, or you just decided it was taken from me. It wasn't mine to begin with, or if it wasn't mine to begin with, so be it. But I'm not going to let that illusion get to me again. And then being on the outside of that, not being in the authority, and having the Sagittarian energy, which is ruled as the male energy here for that sign, kind of meant like the abuse. And I know this, you've taught me the abuse, until you actually could stand on your own 2 feet. You never really feel like you're healed. You still feel like a work in progress after all these years. And I'm here to tell you that you're going to feel that way, because there's this like childlike quality and almost precociousness that I think might be what you're supposed to show others around you, even in the last part of your life. And I think it's part of your life journey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. We've all found our tribe here, and I'm glad you did find us here, and those others that, and it will grow and grow and grow. It's going to grow and grow and grow. So that's awesome. Yeah. And we always will be. You're right. If we aren't works in progress, then we're not being open to learning new. from other people. So I love it. You'll stop when the worms are eating you. Well, I'm going to stop when they crackle, crackle, crackle me, because I don't want worms eating me. All right, sweet. So Rosie, are you here? I have Mary.
Or if you're in the concentration camp, you can eat the worms.
Oh my God, we don't want to think about that.
They find alligator Alcatraz. They get feeding them, and they get breaking out in COVID too in there.
They just were given 30 days to evacuate.
I heard, yeah. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Probably not. There'll be some other Eileen Cannon, probably. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So, Rosie, are you here? I'm still waiting to get your question. And Lacey Gray, please put in yours. You two were picked. In the meantime, we're going to do a reading for Mary and Brina, because you have put up your questions. So thank you so very much. Let me get down to them. And Mary, her dad's birthday is August 31st. He was born in 1916. James or Jim, any message, I live in his house, and I have not felt him around in a while. Now, Mary, you and my dad was born in 1917. So we had sort of that energy in common. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see what we can find out for you.
Mary, what is it that he's telling me that you didn't get the chance to say something to him that you wanted to? And my guys are telling me, I don't know about this. I don't want to call it a wood stove, because it almost seems older than like a wood stove. It's all black and it's like up into the ceiling. It's almost like a hearth. But what he wants you to know is that you haven't heard from him in a while, because he wants you to talk to him more about your own feelings in a way that you couldn't when he was alive. And he kind of feels like you're waiting for him to come back to say it's okay, but it already is okay. And you don't need to rush it, but you need to feel comfortable doing it for him so that he feels comfortable to be around you. Right now, there's something that's in between you. I don't know if there's like a third ghost or somebody else in that place in addition to him, but I don't know if they have ties to the family. I feel like there's another entity around the two of you.
Ooh. Okay. First of all, she said there's a wood stove in the basement that meets your criteria. Okay. And that they had issues. Also that taking care of the place is a lot of work, and she just doesn't know how he did it. And
okay.
Yeah,
this is healing. This is the energy you're in right now. Saturn in Libra. It's heartache, but it's a freeing heartache. But what it's telling me with this card is that, like, the Four of Swords, the retreating aspect, I think through him and how you've lived through him, he's trying not to live through you, because he wants you to come to some conclusion about him that wasn't always pleasant, but yet it's something that you both draw on each other for, almost like some sort of soul connection. I'm hearing like it's through the lower level here. It's almost like down where your sacral chakra is, and it's a comfort. It's almost like when he was holding you, or you would lie on his thighs or something like that, and he would tussle your hair or something. There's something here about this, and trying to get that sense of comfort back, but something got in the way of that, and he wants you to acknowledge that it wasn't your fault. He wants you to say that, like, yeah, he had these faults, and it's okay that you acknowledge them that way, because in the past, part of not acknowledging his faults meant not acknowledging yours. And that's just simply not true. You're two different people, but he doesn't want you to come into a place where you don't have, like, there's no discretion, or discretion being the better part of valor, and knowing through what you've discovered about yourself, and you've replayed some of these lessons that that he taught you through the different men or the different people that have come into your life. You've reacted to them like him. So what he's trying to tell me, you need to stop. You need to put the walls up when necessary, and you need to decide that instead of it being like this, where people just come in and intrude, and those four walls don't feel safe to you without him, you need to be upright like this. And then, like, kind of like the same thing that Denise got. You know what you need to do, but it doesn't make it any easier. And people around you in your own family see it, because some of them experience the same thing you did. The Five of Wands too. This is coming in. There are people around you that want to go against the grain and not face up and do the homework and the work. And you're kind of along with them, because it's better to remember him as he was. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. That's the hope and fear that we can't retain the legacy as it was. And then look what you get at the end. The Queen of Swords.
Oh, wow.
That justice that you're looking for as a result of maybe what he did wrong, he wants you to find it. But like I said in the beginning, through what I was saying, it's kind of like you're standing there still, right? I had this image, and he's standing somewhere spirit-wise, and then there's another spirit, and it's like, who's pointing me in the direction I should go? Is it really you, Dad, or is it someone else? And it's like you can't trust anyone fully until you trust yourself. That's what I'm hearing from him.
Wow, Mary. Wow. I pulled some past life cards. I have Spirit, Throne, and Location. It's like, yeah, I'm around. I'm around. But I sense too that there is someone else there, and it could be Virginia, your stepmother. It's almost like there's that continuous. It's not a fight, but it's push-pull energy. Like you're mine, and yeah, I'm a stepmother, so I understand these things. But Jeff's right. You need to turn inside, and you need to sit in a meditation and just simply release what you need to release, Mary, and realize that you are amazed at what he did, because you're doing it, and be proud of the fact that you're able to keep up with it. That's huge. I got the same thing as Jeff with clinging to the past.
Yep.
And yep. But the last card I got is I
probably do it till I die, and it's just pain. It's just so much pain that we never let go of, Mary.
Yeah. So unfair to our souls. We have to love ourselves more. Yeah. Wow. All right. Thank you, Mary. I hope that helps you, hon. Yeah. Spot on, Jeff. Okay. Let's see. So, Brina is undecided about going to her high school reunion. Is there anyone who wants to see me if I go? Have you ever been to one? I've been to 5 or 6 of them. Most of the time, there's nobody there that I want to see. And they really don't want to see me either. But I was very connected for the longest time on Facebook with my high school people. And then I realized they were not very nice, because they had a very different way of living. And but what we're going to do some cards on it. So let's do that. And then I'll pull some more names. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a couple more so we can know who's next, since the other two aren't here.
Brina, I'm getting from this, it's sort of a judgment, and I don't know if it's a judgment for you or if it's a judgment for them, and you're trying to tell them something by going. and you don't know if you really should, because you feel like you would let it all out, if you know what I mean. Okay, so shit stirrer thing, but less with this and more being out of sync with what it is that is going to help you to get to where you want to be. So like the first thing I saw, and I don't know why I would see this in like a high school auditorium, but I saw an angel, or not an angel, but you know, when that when I don't know if it's Mary Magdalene is, and she's bleeding from her eye, or what biblical figure that is. I kind of feel like you didn't really like high school. And here's the thing with the high priestess reversed. It's no longer secrets. The dirt's out, and you know about all the dirt over the years that you've had dirt on. They've had dirt on you, but you've also got quite a bit of dirt on these people. And I kind of feel still. You want to squeal because the high priestess is just, it doesn't, there are no secrets there. All of that garbage from high school is gone, but you still want to call people out on it. If you go, they're telling you not to drink. I'll tell you that right now. Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Here we go again. This is like envious, greedy, bitchy women. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have that. And I don't know why people I'm hearing like for some reason this would be like a 35th reunion. They threw 35 at me for some reason just now.
Unless she's 35.
Is she?
Yeah. I don't know. No, I don't know. No.
Okay. And then like the start, it was a hopeless mission in the past. It was so, no. There was a lot of, you know how like you have the world at your feet? This is kind of how I read this, the optimism in the world that was there. But unfortunately, it seems to me like it would be a recasting of all of the same energy because all the same people are there. And I don't feel like there was much evolution among these people. I can't speak for you, but only you know this. And I think that ship has sailed. Subconsciously, I'm telling you not to, because I don't see it. Yeah, look. This is what your future is.
Who needs that shit?
And that outward 5 of Wands is just telling me like, no one should have to make nice.
Yeah.
Just to keep the peace. And I kind of feel like that's what would happen. And there's denial. You have to make a decision I feel like you're being compelled to go by someone more than you want to. And Queen of Swords reversed. The Queen of Swords upright, you see them coming. Queen of Swords reversed, you don't. I think you would let loose, or someone would let loose on you. I don't know if you had a parting of the ways with somebody about a man or about status or symbol or something that was achieved. But I don't think that this is the environment you want to be in. No.
If you've never gone and you're curious, that's one thing, as long as you don't feel uncomfortable about it. There are still people that want to impress you, I find, until she says she's 40. So after 45, maybe 50, people are less interested in impressing you. But anyway, Mama Sushi, go ahead and put in # read, and we'll put you in the queue. Okay. Thank you. So what I get is you have had prosperity and abundance, and you're saying that things have changed for you and you've had a huge evolution. And, if you feel, it's always your choice ultimately, but don't allow anybody to put you down if you do go, because nobody has a right to do that. It says here, what you value also is safe, and that you may want to hold your cards close to the vest if you do go. Excuse me. Don't tell them everything. Oh, you're 58. This is your 40th reunion. Okay, honey.
I did get 40, I think. Yeah. I think I got 40. Yeah.
You got 35. Yeah.
Oh, I got 35? Okay.
maybe this is the time to go. I will tell you that the valedictorian of my class was a professor, and so was I. And I was about 190 out of 350 students because I never studied. So it was kind of neat to see that we both had, it doesn't matter how smart you are, you can still succeed. But here you've got a grounded legacy. Yeah, if you want to go, go, girl. But just go with the open mind. And I know this. One time I was at a reunion, probably around the 40th, and somebody said, "Oh, look, Ed Smith sent his dad." You are going to see people that you will not even recognize because some of them let themselves go, or some of them really improved their looks or their way that they do things. It's kind of a study in human nature. So, yeah. You went to the 20th and you said your piece to the people that bullied you. All right, Maureen. I know many women would not have your achievement. Good, Brenna. Yeah, you've had two huge, hey, is that what, if that's why you want to go, then you should go. I know they do like a booklet that says what you've been doing for the last 40 years or whatever it is. And, you know, if they have something like that, you could do that. It's your choice, honey. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, KL, I get it. Yeah. Now here, this is perfectly, which decision gives you a sense of peace? That's the ultimate decision. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, cruel people in high school. Yeah. All right. All right, Mama Sushi, but I need you to be put in the queue, please, hon. I know it's a simple question. That's fine. All right. So these are the next three people that I drew, by the way, when Jeff was reading. Kim, the Dread Dragon, Eliza Bassett, and Maureen. So put in your questions. And we will go forward with that. Yeah. All right. I guess we could answer your question quickly. Mama Sushi, should you do a baby shower? You're going to do your own, or you're doing it for someone else? All right. Yeah, I missed my 50th reunion, and I didn't.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey, someone's water's going to break soon.
Oh!
Look at the Eight of Swords. Well, you ever seen Revolutionary Road where Kate Winslet is bleeding? Like
yeah.
It's a really good movie, but she's in the water. Someone's water's broken, but this is a card of false imprison, or like we falsely imprison ourselves in something. And then I get Three of Pentacles reversed. And then I'm getting, if you do it, are you at all in any way like perfectionistic, Mama Sushi? If you do this, don't be tied to one outcome is what they're telling me, and don't count on people around you to plan it. I kind of feel like you might want to keep it small or under certain cost parameters. And if you do it, this is when things are perfect. But see, this baby is going to be so happy because look, I would say do it, but I would say do it on your own terms. Okay. Don't let other people plan it. For some reason, I don't think you want them to. I think you want to plan it.
She does. She said she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Small and cheap. I'm getting extreme emotion. And I'm wondering if it will, keeping it light, not stressful, will help through those emotions. But when Jeff said I had my water break at my shower. And I think this is your second baby. Yeah, I think this is her second baby. They're saying that, being pregnant weakens our immune system. And it does. I read it takes
oh my God, that's awesome.
Something like like 5 years or something just to bring us back. No, yeah. But yeah, you have a specific vision catered to her energy.
Yeah.
I love that. Do it then for fun. Enjoy it.
I feel like it's on her on what she wants to do. Otherwise, it shouldn't happen.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
And the only reason I say that is, all I think of it as passive. The one that's pregnant is having it thrown for them, but I don't think you want that.
Yeah. You don't get what you want. And anyway, it's more like a party for you. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, do it. All righty. Kim, what does Spirit want to tell you? I feel some clairs are increasing. Ooh-wee. All right. Mm-hmm.
Someone around you trying to lie to you, and they don't think that they think they're getting away with it, but they're really
manipulated behind her back.
Oh
my God. Oh my God, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what I saw in my own mind. Let me throw the cards, but I just
yeah.
Because the first thing I saw were clouds, which to me is deception or like obfuscation of truth, and then I saw I heard Puff the Magic Dragon and trying to make things look sweeter than they are, and then it's just like a euphemism for something else. Let me just hold on.
That was a third card. The first card I get is socialize on social media, but I like the whale. I think it's the whale, and the whale, of course, is very intuitive, and the whale can speak in its own language. Are you worried about filtering what your speech is? I'm feeling like you could channel. I really do. It's the trust issue for all of us. When it comes through, you kind of question it. Oh, I don't know if I should say that or if that's what it means. But I think that last card with manipulative energy. That really is, boy.
There's some inequity here, and someone's not being totally honest with you, or something about the resources that someone has, or the resources that you use are being abused, and you're allowing yourself to be used. What I'm getting, I got for your energy, I got this Two of Pentacles. So it's inequity we're stuck right now in the duality of things. So what I'm hearing is that the foundation is there for those clairs coming in, that they're there. But the problem is with the Death card reversed, there's this chronic sense of, and then Two of Pentacles reversed, chronic sense of injustice, inequity, duality, where everything right now seems inverse to you of what it should be, because you're being told one thing and you know the opposite to be true, but yet no one around you is validating it, is what I'm hearing. That's what Spirit wants me to tell you. You're not getting validation on it. Outward energy is the Queen of Wands reversed. So, well, actually, yeah, someone took advantage of those boundaries, and now it's like in the subconscious, you're just being told all these things about what I just told you. And it's like, how do I reconcile that with everything moving so crazily? I don't know if someone around you has been affected by some of this stuff politically, or if there's like a move coming on for somebody where it's like a forced move. They don't want to move, but I'm getting this sort of calamity energy where it's like, like I don't want to deal with this. Five of Swords reversed.
Okay, it might be
victor go the spoils. Yeah, like laying down your arms, and it's interesting because the death card came in, and this is like going against your own better judgment to appease someone else for armistice. But what you're doing is it's the collateral damage. You're the collateral damage here if you don't fix this. And then the King of Wands is coming in as the hope and fear. This could be the X now that you're putting that there. But it's this male energy that your guides are telling me right now you shouldn't be listening to. And then the Page of Pentacles reversed. So that's corruption. Who screwed you over?
Wow.
Don't let them whitewash it, is what I'm hearing. Don't fall into it again, because your clairs are too far advanced now. Years ago, you had them too, and you had like I'm hearing like a spidey sense, and you didn't go with it. And now they're telling me there's no turning back, yet you're about to do it again. If you're not careful, you're going to sabotage yourself.
Oh, okay. She's been avoiding, he did, and she's been avoiding him to pick up some stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Wowee. Yeah, because it will fall back in where he'll want to manipulate you. Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Didn't expect that to come through now, did you, Kim? We just never know, do we? All right. So, Miss Eliza, what is the next step to bring income in? Rideshare is a bit sketchy. I don't know. A DoorDash?
I feel like she already has an idea of what it should be. I think there's something she wants to do that she's looking for validation on. Let me just throw the cards on it.
Yeah, Jeff is really something else, you guys.
Yeah, look, it's funny. Look what the energy card is. This is about like unemployment or it not being ever. And then that's weird. And then Four of Swords reverse, the stagnants, not able to take a breather. You're being run ragged, and yet it really serves no purpose. Like it's almost kind of like the same thing about being like, I have this thing on my page called a wage slave meditation. This it is like a harsh judgment, yet we keep doing it to ourselves because we need to work. You know, oftentimes the most comfortable thing is what we think is the most comfortable because it's reliable. I'm hearing that. And in your case, it's about going through the motions to get something done, when in reality, you have a higher aspiration than that. Nine of Swords reversed. You worry at night about money, and or you're actually at a place now where in the past you didn't have to worry as much. But everything is becoming so much more ridiculously expensive. Actually, I'm hearing that there's almost this sense of like, well, I should have done this and I should have done that. And it's not about saving. You kind of feel like you wish you had done something differently with your whole life, and that your parents had actually been there to kind of guide you in that direction. But they either moved you into something else that you didn't want to do. Ultimately, you're riding the ship, though. You're going to do it. Queen of Swords. What I will say, though, one thing is ending, another thing's beginning. This is the inward energy for you, but you kind of think it's already over. High Priestess. I don't know if you've incorporated art in your psychic gifts, but I kind of feel like what you should be doing might be along those lines. The hope and fear is that you'll be let down again and it won't be successful. I'm feeling like this has more to do with you're being happy. So keep the multiple income stream thing going, but try to find the thing that you actually have been wanting to do for a while, and or have been delaying for fear that it wouldn't be lucrative, when in reality if you step back from it and let it flow, it actually will be lucrative because you're fighting it.
Wow. So Eliza lives in Maui, and you know
really? I'm jealous.
Yeah, I know, but you know that has to be expensive, and
yeah, that's and now and more.
Oh yeah,
and now. Oh my god.
And now, yeah. So they're saying that a strong focus is required, is what I'm getting, and I think Jeff's right. You have an idea what might work for you. Now you're just going to have to work at that focus, and there will be movement in the direction that you want it to go. But try, if you can, to do something you really enjoy, that you know it isn't a drudgery for you, if that's possible. You don't have to impress anyone. You don't have to dress up for this job, is what I'm getting. You just need to be who you are and be that authentic person. And it says here that you're watching the clock, and it's really hard to tell time when this will happen, but you're feeling that the pressure, but when the time is right, it's like you're going to be at the right place at the right time. And yeah, there you go. Yeah. I know the weather. Be a tour guide. Ooh, a 3-hour tour. Don't be jealous because you get centipedes in the house.
I haven't seen a centipede, I think. Since
No, for a long time.
Like 25, 30 years ago. Yeah.
All right. So Maureen's going to be our last reading for the day. And then we'll do a collective for you, or for the collective before we leave. And so we're going to try to get back on this schedule where Jeff and I are here every other, either on his channel or mine. And then we simulcast anyway. So, all right. I'm hoping, Maureen, that you are enjoying all moved in now and all straightened out in your new place, and feeling very well. Things going all right. Let's see. Most don't tip, really? Oh, wow. Thanks, Maureen. Oh, thanks, Kendra. It was a lot of fun to do the shorts. It really was. Yeah. Oh, thanks, just visiting. It was, I needed it. I didn't, sometimes you don't even realize. You just keep burning the candle at both ends. And mahalo nualoa. Thank you. Ooh.
You're feeling okay, so I don't know what this means either, but the whole thing about plowshares into swords from the end of The Innocents with Don Henley, I don't know what that meant. I think it's biblical too. But who sacrificed? What happened here is this. I'll just give you the situation because I read situations. I don't read, I mean, I read energy with tarot. So this to me means like stabbing in the back of something that seemed really pure in the beginning. And yet by the same token too, it really shot you down to the point where it almost made you question your divine femininity. You had someone that was almost like a guru or a father figure, they're telling me, who actually in the subconscious was, the tower came in, it all fell apart. And instead of being able to walk away or take any sort of semblance of responsibility, you're like, hey, this isn't on me. This is on your ass. You are corrupt. And you actually rebuilt from that very strongly. And you got recognition for it. I don't know if you became a speaker or you became someone that actually was involved in politics of some type, but you actually were like a motivator or healer. And the fear was that you had to get defensive, though, and protect yourself from the public when you were being recognized for those good things you were. And you actually never really took credit for the things that you did to actually recover from that, which was not an easy feat. So that balance that you were looking for, what they're telling me is keep your enemies close. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer, because you learn something solid about something that would be coming to you before it did. It opened your eyes to something that I think you were naive about. And my guides are telling you that that's what the cards are saying too. Keep your eyes open. And I'm hearing this too. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're out to get you. You've had to be really defensive, and you've had reasons for it. And don't let them tell you otherwise. Don't let them tell you you're crazy, Maureen.
All right. Very interesting. So, Maureen, the first card I get is your perspective has shifted and your focus has shifted. Yeah. I love it because she's wearing these glasses and it's a lens onto something. So, and Jeff was offering sort of a lens onto the situation, but you've got your eyes wide open now and you can see through these glasses. Yeah.
I agree with that.
They want you to celebrate any accomplishment that you have had in your lifetime.
I don't think she has.
Yeah. Yeah. She was in the military for years.
And, really? Okay.
I believe that's where she met her husband. And, you did that was wonderful. You are an honored veteran of our country, and you need to celebrate that. Celebrate all the victories that you did. You lost your naval career because you fought back against sexual harassment in your division 30 years ago.
Yeah, and Maureen, you were screwed over.
With an unscrupulous landlord before the new. Oh, Maureen. I can see that it was chaos and drama. Absolutely. But you hold the chess pieces. I'm going to say that I think this was a very, very big karmic debt that was repaid. Yeah.
That came through in the beginning with the motivation to fight back and then getting screwed over and having that, I said political. You were fighting like a political battle years ago that we're still waging now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are.
That's important, Maureen. That's really important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your eyes are wide open, like as she said,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You were very strong to do that. You need to celebrate that you did that honestly in whatever way that you want to celebrate it. But look at it that you stood up to something that was horrendous. And that's something else. Maybe take the glasses off. You don't need them anymore. Now you can see clearly. Absolutely. Maybe. But yep. I can see clearly now the rain is gone, right? Yeah. Wow.
Johnny Nash.
Or
Jimmy Cliff, depending upon what decade.
Oh my God, Jeff. You are a whiz. It's like listening to Toto and then hearing the Africa song now by who? Somebody new just did it. And it was a band from the 90s, I think. Anyway, yeah. Maureen, you did what you thought was right. Your daddy's proud of you, and that's all that matters to you. We are too. Mm-hmm. I think we all can say that we're proud of you for doing that. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
I don't feel like she had it easy at any point.
Probably not, because of the time period. I remember one of my friends went to West Point, and all they did was cut down the men's shoes They didn't have women's shoes. She was like one of the first people that went there, and so much sexual harassment in that situation. And she ended up with foot problems because the shoes didn't fit her correctly. So there's a lot that everybody put up with then that they're not putting up with, or we're still dealing with it in some ways. All right. So thank you, everybody. I had a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do a collective read for on the way out here, and hope that everybody has a wonderful weekend ahead. Jeff is going to be on tomorrow night, I believe, with Denise Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Saturday night special. And oh wow, it's amazing. I love these cards. All right. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Weezer. Thank you, Kendra. Yes, Weezer sings it now. All right. I love this. Look at this. We are all traveling. We are all traveling towards a new vision. Oh my God, I love this. And it's the archer. I mean, we are arching back and shooting off arrows and learning where we need to go. Check this out. There's the outsider. We've been dealing with this, and look at it's a wall. It's a gate. It's keeping people on the other side of the gate. We're still working to get this resolved. And we need to ask collectively for the guidance of the higher powers, the angels, the archangels, our guides, to bring it through. They are working as hard as they possibly can to tip the paradigm shift. And we're closing in on the last puzzle pieces towards completion. It's really hard we're like hanging on by our fingers is how I feel. It's like, what's going to happen today or what's going to happen, in a week from now. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, according to this group. Yeah. Unless Jeff says it's the other way around.
Okay, so I did it with, which is an irreverent look, the deck of character. So, you have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, true.
So maybe maybe you should take Aley more seriously.
That's all right.
We've been the center energy, you guys. I heard the burning bed, but we've been asleep for too long. I also heard, and I'm putting these back in the order I had them. I got an inferno next to the bed, like that movie with Farrah Fawcett.
The burning bed, yes.
Yeah. And then the gold mine was knighting to the flower, which is telling me that everything's in the inverse right now. What's natural and what we should be looking at is on the bottom. That North Star is next to the flower, telling me that you're your own best fan. You're your own biggest fan. Mm-hmm. But yet the way the world is making it seem right now, taking those leaps of faith are harder now because these are knighting. The gold mine was knighting to the leap because we've got half the country cucked to somebody. And the answer, the key is always in the Lenormand, the answer. The answer is the natural healing, which we need to really do. So it's kind of a muffled message because taking the leap of faith is what a devotee does. These are, but true. Overriding all of that is just this inverted sort of sense of what we value. And you have to decide to overcome it personally. And if we collectively do that, what I'm hearing, that's the only way we'll get past this.
We do have to be the ones that stand up to do the work. There's no one coming to save us. And so, a lot of people are like, why isn't anybody doing anything? And, what are you going to wait till the last gun's fired? And it's too late. So we gotta stand up and do what we need to do. Yeah. So Thank you so much. Judith Anderson, I'm sorry. We've been on about an hour and a half, and I've got another show in a half hour. So, yes, Jeff will be here with Denise tomorrow night. And I'm sure he will be so happy to answer your questions for you. So thank you, Jeff. I had so much fun.
Yeah. I did too. I'm going to take a nap now, you guys. So
okay.
I'm like,
you do it.
Yeah.
4 a.m. That's a little bit too late. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Energy is like, yeah.
Energy is.
Yeah. It's like, all right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Aley.